Hello everyone, this is Priyadarshini Tiwari. Today I will deliver my lecture on the subject Code of Civil Procedure 1908. The topic for today's discussion is the concept of restitution. So, before dealing in detail with the concept, I would first like to mention here the points which I am going to cover under this lecture. So, here I will talk about the meaning of restitution, the basis of this doctrine, the object behind the enactment of this doctrine under Code of Civil Procedure, and doctrine of restitution under Code of Civil Procedure 1908, and in the last, application for restitution. Now, meaning of the term restitution. Restitution in its normal sense means an act of restoring a thing to its proper owner. In other words, it means restoring to a party the benefit which the other party has received under a decree subsequently held to be wrong. Under section 144, an application for restitution could be made by a party when a decree or order is varied or reversed in appeal, revision, etc., or is set aside or modified in a suit. It is the duty of the court to restore to a party what has been lost to him in execution of the decree or directly in consequence of that decree. The court may also make any orders, including order for the refund of costs and for the payment of interest, damages, compensation, and mean profit. Now, the basis of the doctrine. The doctrine of restitution is based on the maxim actus curiae neminem gravebit, that is, the act of court shall harm no one. In other words of Lord Keynes, one of the first and highest duties of all courts is to take care that the act of the court does no injury to the suitors. The doctrine is based on the equitable principles. The jurisdiction to grant restitution is not confined to section 144 only, but the court has inherent power to order restitution whenever justice demands for it. Now, the objects of this doctrine. So, the whole sole object of this doctrine is to shorten the litigation and to provide speedy trial. The another aim of this doctrine is to save the interest of the parties came before the court. So, overall aim of this doctrine is to do justice and prevent the misuse of justice. A party entitled to restitution must be a party to the decree or order varied or reversed. Where restitution could be claimed by an applicant under section 144, no separate suit shall be brought for such relief. Now, the doctrine of restitution under Code of Civil Procedure 1908. Section 144 provides where and so far as a decree or an order is varied or reversed in any appeal or revision or other proceedings or is set aside or modified in any suit instituted for the purpose, the court which passed the decree or order shall, on the application of any party entitled to any benefit by way of restitution or otherwise cause such restitution to be made as well, so far as may be place the parties in position which they would have been occupied but for such decree or order or such part thereof as has been varied, reversed, set aside, or modified, and for this purpose the court may make any orders including the order for the refund of cost and payment of rents, damages, compensation, and mean profits which are properly consequential on such variation, reversal, setting aside, or modification of the decree or order. So, from the above provisions, it is well clear that before restitution can be ordered under section 144, the three essential requisites must be fulfilled. The first is restitution must be in respect of the decree or order or any erroneous judgment which had been varied or reversed. The second essential condition is that the party applying for restitution must be entitled to benefit under reverse decree or order, and the relief claimed must be properly consequential to the reversal or variation of the decree or order. Now let me explain the concept with the help of an illustration. A obtains a decree against B for the possession of immovable property and in execution of the decree obtains possession thereof. Subsequently, the decree is reversed in appeal. Here, in this problem, B is entitled to restitution even though there is no direction for restitution in the decree of appellate court. Section 144 does not confer any new substantive right. It merely regulates the power of the court in that behalf. The court's power is not discretionary but obligatory. So, the power which is vested in the court by virtue of section 144 is not the discretion of the court, but it is obligatory on the court to restore a party with the benefits which he might have been received if the decree or order is not varied or reversed. It is the duty of the court under section 144 to place the parties in the position which they would have occupied, but for such decree or order thereof has been varied or reversed. A party entitled to restitution under this section must be a party to the decree or order varied or reversed. Restitution can be granted not only against the parties to the litigation but also against his legal representative, that is, transferee or pendent light, attaching decree holder, etc. However, section 144 does not apply to sureties. The determination of any question under section 144 is a decree and thus it is appealable in nature. Any decree or any order or any determination of any question under section 144 shall be included within the meaning of decree as defined under section 2 subclause 2, and every decree and every order which complies the requisite conditions of section 2 subclause 2 is an appealable decree or order. So if any question has been determined here under section 144, it shall be applicable in nature. Thank you.